Yo everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel. I hope you're all doing amazing today. I hope your week was awesome. And you gotta excuse me because my voice is a bit off today, so let's see how far I could get in this recording. Maybe we'll finish it, maybe not. But before we all even start talking about this build, about the golf club that I created for you, which is 3-in-1 type of lots, and I'll get to that in a sec. First of all, I want to say huge thanks to all of you amazing people for the latest video that I uploaded, which was the hair salon, the boutique hair salon that I created. You all so loved it. It was just amazing. I asked you to write down beauty, beauty, beauty if you want to see some sort of a sequel to that build, like a beauty salon, like a big beauty salon, and many of you did that, and that was so awesome. And I'm really happy to see that you enjoy that build. And yeah, after that you can be sure that a beauty salon is something that will be in the channel. It's not gonna be the next build, but it's gonna come to the channel. And yeah, so thank you so much for the amazing love that you showed to the previous build. Oh, and just to point out, I read all the comments and all the beauty comments and all the other comments on that video, and I just had no time to respond to all of you. You know, I really love to connect with you there with those comments, and I try to answer all of you. It does take some time because I'm trying to build, edit, and respond to all of you, so it will take some time, but don't worry, I will. And if some reason I don't, maybe I skipped a comment and I just didn't see it. Sometimes there is a delay between YouTube and the time where I can see those comments. Don't worry, at the end probably I will respond, and if not, I do apologize. Just leave another comments on this video, and I will respond to you later on or in a new video. By the way, just to let you know, after I publish a video, I am on the channel analytics and stuff like that for half an hour. So for the first half an hour of the publishing of the video, I'm still online. So basically, this is the highest chance for you to receive a quick, fast comments from me or reply from me. So if you want to ask something or ask for something, feel free to do that. The quicker the comments that you're gonna leave, the highest chance for me to reply to you. So just keep that in mind. And if you enjoy the videos of mine and you wanna make sure that you see and receive all of them, just make sure when you are subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell notification button, so that way you know when I'm publishing a new video, and in that way you will be able to leave a comment as fast as you can. Now let's move on and start talking about this build, which is a golf clubhouse. And funny thing is that when I was looking for inspiration for this build, I actually went to Google and typed in a golf club, and the first thing that actually popped out was a club, like the thing that you actually use to swing the ball, like hit the ball, like you swing and hit the ball. That is a golf club. And when I typed golf club, which I meant a clubhouse actually, I received so many golf clubs pictures that was funny. And yeah, so at the end I switched that to clubhouse, and then I received the normal pictures. So I got some inspiration over there. I got some inspiration on Pinterest, which is a great place to find something like to inspire you to build something in the game. And for some of you, which one of you actually already hinted at in the community tab when I posted the sneak peek for this build, he said that he got the vibe of Grand Theft Auto 5 golf course, which is actually not that far from the truth. I actually went into the game, into the Grand Theft Auto 5 once again, which I used to play this game a lot, and there are so many awesome things in this game to actually inspire you to build in The Sims. But I don't know, I think that the Grand Theft Auto 5 is kind of dead right now, especially the online version. So I kind of left it out. I'm not really playing it anymore, but I jumped into the single version, like the single player version, once again, just to visit that place, to visit the golf clubhouse, to see how it looks. What should I look forward? What should I put my focus on? And in general, to see how the thing kind of look like, because I never been into a golf house club, and it's funny because I do have a mini golf in my apartment. I play it, and it's really super fun. I really love it, and it's only one strip, like one strip with 2 holes at the end. Which one is bigger? The other one is slightly smaller, which is really hard to hit the small one. And you do have a like plastic, not real, like grass, and you just roll that strip of grass on the ground, and you just hit the ball into the holes. Yeah, I really love that mini golf, and I do have it, and I do enjoy it, but I never really played a golf in real life, golf clubhouse or something like that. I always see those places in like movies and stuff, and I say to myself, wow, this looks super awesome and super fun. And the only problem that I can see when, let's say that I will go to a golf clubhouse, I do know that this place is kinda in the sun all the time, because there are no many like shades placed to hide from the sun, and I'm kinda really sensitive to the sun. I really white like in the color, and every time I go outside to the sun, I get spots like I don't call them beauty marks. I don't think they're that beauty. so yeah, I do get those from the sun. So that is going to be a major problem for me if I'll go golfing in the open sun. But yeah, so this build is actually, I tried to go with the idea of some sort of a countryside suburban golf clubhouse, which I found few pictures, and I decided to go with that design in this build. And as I said, this build is going to be 3 types of builds in one lot, and I'm going to explain that in a bit. But right now you can see that I'm creating some sort of a lake. I'm not sure to call this small thing a lake, maybe more like a pond. I'm not quite sure. This is not really a lake, it's too small, but every time I saw those big sizes golf courts, there is some sort of a lake or a pond or something like that you can actually lose your ball inside. And I had to create some sort of a lake in here. I gotta tell you, this lot is a 64 by 64 in Windenburg, I wanna say, and I think it's Windenburg. Of course, you're gonna know all the info about this build in the description down below, so if you want to know exactly where I built it, all the info is over there, but I believe it's Windenburg, and there is a 64 by 64 lot over there, and I wanted to build this over that place because I think it's gonna fit the best. But I gotta tell you that for a build like this, 64 by 64 was small. It was small, and I was bummed that I didn't have a 100 by 100 or something like that. Just like we had in Sims 3. In Sims 3, you had the ability to place your own lot size. You could actually, in that open world map, you could actually place your own sized lot. So you could place it wherever you want. Of course, if the terrain was good enough for placing that lot, you could place a 100 by 100 or 60 by 80, something like that. And I really wish that we had a 100 by 100 for this build in the Sims 4 game, and sadly we don't. So I had to figure it out and to see how to simplicize, if you remember that term that I used to use. I'm not using this that much, but I created that term simplicize, which is taking something from real life and shove it and scale it down and kind of fitting it into a size of a lot that is not gonna be the best option for certain builds. Just like I did with the White House, which I created like the main White House, but I still sized it down so it will fill and fit into into the game the best way it can, right? So I actually did it over here because, like in real life, golf courts and golf clubhouses will be much bigger than this design. So I really hope that we had like a 100 by 100. I think it will fit even better, like this build, into that size of a lot. Now, this is actually something that brings me into another topic that I want to discuss with you, which is Sims 5. Because right now, the way I see it, there is some sort of a quiet zone, I call it. The gurus and EA and the Sims team basically are they are quiet regarding the game. Now, I'm not talking about the fact that they're not talking about new packs or new expansions or kits or stuff like that. I'm talking about like the fact that I believe, and there are many speculation about this on the internet. It's really simple. You just need to type in Google like Sims 5 or Sims 5 release date, and you'll see so many guesses and speculations and people are really guessing. And I gotta tell you that I said it before and I'll say it again. I believe that this year is gonna be the year of the like they're gonna show us the Sims 5 in that way or another. It's gonna be maybe a trailer for the game, or it's gonna be some sort of a sneak peek or something like that, maybe a teaser or something. I don't know how, but I think it's gonna be this year. And I don't know about you, and this is really interesting for me, so let me know in the comment section down below. Are you ready for a Sims 5 game, or you are good with the Sims 4? Because I do play the game, I do play the Sims 4, but I think like with the time that we are right now regarding other games, I'm not talking about the Sims, I'm talking about the game industry. Where we are right now, the Sims 4 is kinda old. It's old with its graphics, it's old with its mechanism, it's old in every way because it's like 7 years old, 6 years old, which is kinda old. Games do not well, of course, this is my opinion, they're not supposed to hold for that long. They need to be innovated, they need to be changed, they need to, they need to mature more. And the Sims 4 is kinda old, it needs to be something new. It needs a new mechanism, new game, new feeling. A fresh feeling for a game is something that you cannot really say, no, it's not good, because it's new. New is always better. Who say that? If you know, leave a comment. This is actually a quote that I meant it's someone from a TV show said that. So if you know, let me know who said new is always better. But yeah, oh, by the way, a small quick break for letting you know that right now you can see that I'm creating the golf cart, which is something really awesome. I really love it. I use the tool mod by Twisted Maxi. You all know him kinda good on my channel. Because I'm using his tool mod a lot. Some people still referring this mod as a CC. I don't know why, because CC is actually a content that you need to download into your game in order to load a creation. For an example, if someone created a house and he used a CC table, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do. If you're gonna download this house into your game and you don't have that CC table, you're not gonna see it in the build. So this is a CC, but the whole thing about the tool mod is that it doesn't matter if I use the tool mod the way I used it. For an example, I created that golf cart over here with the tool mod. You're gonna see this golf cart exactly as you see it over here. So you don't need to download anything else into your game in order to load those creations, even if the person who created that lot or design use the tool mod. So it's not a CC. So the people who are a bit bitter and trying to blame, this is not a CC, it's a mod that you don't need to own in order to load those creations. Just remember that. But leave that aside for a sec, and I will get back to Twisted Maxi tool mod, because it has actually a really awesome update that is about to come out. I'll cover it in a sec, but let's go back to my speculation regarding The Sims 5. Now, if you do know a thing called E3, E3 is actually an expo that is taking place in Los Angeles every year, and in that place, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you just a bit what it is. This is actually an expo where the game industry is coming together, and when I say game industry, I actually mean the biggest name that you can think of, from EA, which are the one who making The Sims, to Ubisoft and PS and Xbox and Bethesda and all those big companies that creating those amazing games. Bethesda, for example, for those who do know what is the Elder Scroll, they created the Elder Scrolls. So all those companies coming together into that expo, and they are showing, or let's call it, they are hosting a showcase that they showing all of the upcoming games or upcoming news to games. And every time this expo is taking place in Los Angeles, and it's somewhere in the month of June. So somewhere in June, I believe that we're gonna see something in that expo with EA regarding news from Sims 5. I said that at the beginning of this year, I said that I believe that this is gonna happen, and I still believe that it's gonna happen. So mark my words, because I think we're gonna see something in the E3. Of course, if there's gonna be something, probably you're gonna hear from it. We're gonna hear about it, and of course, I will let you know in the community tab. And yeah, so I believe that we're gonna see some small hints or even a trailer. There is a good chance for even a trailer to be in that expo, and I really hope that we will get something, because I gotta tell you that I need a fresh start in the game. Now, I do know that I'm bringing each time to you and into the game some new things that the game doesn't have. For an example, this golf course or golf clubhouse and all the other things that I created. I do know that I do that, but I think I need a new fresh start. I really want that excitement for new mechanism that you still don't know how it's working. You're still not sure how to work with stuff, and you're learning on the build. Basically, you're building, and that way you learn how it's working and stuff like that. I really want that that feeling of a new game. And I do know that people do not aware of it, so if you don't know, I'll let you now know that the Sims team is a big team. It's not like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people working on a game. It's probably a group of 30 or 40, something like that. And they are dividing the work regarding each game. And let me give you an example. When we had Sims 3, there was another team inside the Sims team that was working on Sims 4. The way I see it, and I believe it's actually true, when a game is coming out to the public, in that moment there is already a new team that is starting to work on the next game. So basically, when Sims 4 came to us 6 years ago, 7 years ago, there was already a team that started working on Sims 5. Now, of course, at that time it still was something, I think at that time, it was more like hypothetically, they were thinking about ideas and maybe what they can do in Sims 5 that they haven't done in Sims 4, even though the Sims 4 was just a new thing. You're always trying to be one step ahead from other companies, because you cannot let yourself fall down with the future game, because other companies already do that. They already planning ahead. So even though The Sims 4 was a new game, when it was a new game, the team already started working on The Sims 5. So of course Sims 5 is something that's coming out. So of course all the news that you see on the internet, there are speculations, but it's 99% of the time true. So if someone says that Sims 5 is gonna come like 1 week or 1 month after Sims 4 came out, it's probably true, because that's the way the game industry works. Because they cannot really wait for an example. They can't really wait for the Sims 4 to be a success and just then start working on Sims 5. In that way, to develop a game, it takes something like 3, 4, 5 years. It can take even more from the moment you just start thinking about the idea. So they cannot really do that unless they're a big, huge, gigantic team, and I doubt it. And big, gigantic team, it's a team like 100 people working on a single game. Now they cannot really do that. With 100 people making one game, yes, you can create that game in 1-2 years. But I doubt it that this is the size of the team of the Sims. But yeah, so you can make sure, you can be sure that Sims 5 is gonna be a thing, and I believe it's gonna come later this year on June. We're gonna see, I believe, in the E3 Expo some hints or maybe even a trailer regarding this game. And to be honest, I just want it. I want it fast. I want it not I don't want it now. I want it yesterday. So let me know, what do you want? Do you want The Sims 5, or you are happy with The Sims 4 and you just want to see expansions for the rest of your days? Let me know in the comment section down below, because this is really interesting. Now, 3 more things that I want to share with you. First of all, of course, as I said before, Twisted Maxi and his tool mod. Twisted Maxi actually worked on a new feature with his latest version that is still not out yet, so don't run away to download it. But I just wanted to let you know, if you do not know, he's been working on a new feature that is going to allow you to rotate full group of objects on a single axis, which means, for an example, if I created that, well, I gotta tell you that this thing could have been a huge help for me when I created those golf carts, because I wanted to rotate them in like 45 degrees angle, so they will be on the side and not just like 90 degrees. With the lots, so I wanted to turn them, and I could not do that because, well, that feature is not a thing yet in the tool mod. And this is actually a new feature that he's been working on, and it will be out soon. Now, if I remember right, it's gonna be somewhere in the 28th, something like that. Like what, 6 days from now? He's gonna release the latest version of the tool mod that will be have that feature in it, so stay tuned for that, because this is going to be a huge help for you if you are working, let's say, on a full room and then you want to rotate objects like the full room all together, and you don't want to rotate each one of the objects. So it's going to be a big, huge help for you if you are into making custom objects and you want to rotate those objects on the one axis. So it's a bit complicated to understand, but if you want, maybe let me know in the comment section. After that update will be live, I will make a full tutorial how to use the tool mod with all its features, with all of the options that you can do and use, and shortcuts and stuff like that. So let me know if you want me to do something like that in the comment section down below. But for those of you who do know how to use the tool mod, just stay tuned for the 28th on April, and you'll get the latest version of it with that new awesome feature. So because we are getting closer to the end of this video, I bet that you understand by now what I meant when I said that this build is going to be 3 lot types in one. And what I meant by saying 3 types of lot is that this is a golf clubhouse that contains a restaurant, it contains a bar, which is the thing that we are building right now, and the restaurant we already built. And on the upper level, which you have a reception area on the first floor, but on the upper level you have you will have 2 suites, like 2 small suites for rental. So at the end, when you're gonna play this game, you can pick what type of lot it's gonna be for your preferences. If you want to have this lot as a restaurant, it's gonna be fully functional. I already tested it. The restaurant will be automatically working, basically, so your Sims can go over and grab something to eat in the restaurant, because the kitchen is gonna be live, the hosting station is gonna be working, and the dish cleaning area is gonna be functional, and basically the whole restaurant is gonna be working. So you can play it as a restaurant, and if you don't want to, you can play it as a bar. Now you don't need to own those properties. You can just place this lot as a bar, restaurant, or a rental. And if you're gonna play it as a bar, so a bartender is gonna come over to the other side of this build where you have a bar in this golf clubhouse, which is supposed to be like fancy, but not that fancy. It's some sort of a suburban fancy, if that's even some sort of a quality level. but yeah, you can play it as a bar, you can play it as a restaurant. And if you're really up for it, just like you can see right now, I'm creating those 2 suites up top, on the upper level. You can play those suites. They're not that fancy, they're not that big. They're more like a 3-4 stars hotel suites. I really don't think we should even call them suites. They're more like rooms, but you can rent this place if you place it on a rental option. And that way you can bring your Sims over. You can bring 2 parents, 2 kids, because the other room, which is on the other side of this place, and I gotta tell you, I'm a bit sad that I didn't make it a bit bigger, maybe to have more Sims and be able to rent this place with more Sims on your side, or when you're playing like 6 Sims. This rental can only hold 2 parents and 2 kids. Which is nice. It's for a small family vacation. You can rent this place for only 3,167 simoleons if you're placing it on the 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg. So if you place it over there, that's how much you're gonna pay. And I do not responsible for how much you're gonna pay if you're gonna place this lot in a 64 by 64 in another location. Many people do not aware of it, but the sizes of the lots might be the same. The number, like the value of the lot, is can change. It can change. It can be like 10,000 and it can be 4,000. It depends on the region, like the map you're placing the building. So as you can see, this is a really small and nice room with a shower, and funny thing that I actually forgot that I need to place a toilet and a sink. So I had to do some small modifications, but at the end I finished it. And look at that, my voice managed to go all the way to the end of this video, and in a bit the tour is about to start. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and of course this build is at the gallery for you to download and enjoy. Trade files in the description down below. And until the next time, keep that golf partying going for me, cause RJR Gaming signing off.
I remember the day when we started talking. We were kids and I knocked down all of your mobiles, but you did not seem to mind at all. We took our bikes to the lake after school each day and skipped many stones from the beach, and one thing you said was listen, changed a bit in my heart. Your words have never been wrong. You are my own safety zone. You're solid like a granite stone. It gave